Howdy, fucking howdy. Howdy. It is the 16th of March. It's a Saturday. It is 1 minute past 8. An ish delayed upload. I've eaten dinner, but I was also watching the footy and I got distracted. So, yeah, that's it. Today was a good day. It was chilled. Um, Ish productive. I went to the gym. I went for a drive. Tried to get out of the house. I should be playing rugby, but our game was called off. Um, yeah, it was called off yesterday. Oh, I found out this morning. Sorry, because they couldn't make up the teams. Was it yesterday or last night? I found out. I forgot. But yeah, they couldn't make up the team for like our opposition couldn't make up a team, so they just cancelled the game altogether. So, yep, here I am on a Saturday night, quiet, just how I like it. I've got my sugar-free cordial, raspberry cordial, going down a treat. But yeah, I also got a haircut. If you can see this motherfucker, I don't know how he did it, but I look like a fucking new man. It's crazy. My man cleaned me up. And yes. It's probably the first one where I've noticed, like my hairline doesn't look that bad. But yeah, I really the guy even was boasting to the other the other barbers, about how I used to go to this guy in Brisbane for like 4 years straight. I went to the same guy, but then I came to his store, went back to Brisbane, didn't get a haircut, came back to him, and the only reason was because I didn't want the guy in Brisbane to mess up my hair. This guy is fucking incredible. He is. I like the guy in Brisbane, but this guy was he's the one. He's him. Himothy. I've chosen a poem for tonight. It's called "I Lost My Fear." No real significance of it. I think today I took it fairly breezy, in the sense of I kind of just chilled out today. So I didn't do too much thinking. I try to switch off as much as possible. It's probably a good thing that I did. I've had. I think tomorrow I'll start doing my resignation letter, and I want to be zoned in if I can for that, because that as soon as I hand that in, I have it's pretty much over. They'll start giving me the paperwork, and my days are numbered. I've got a date in mind. I was going to do the 5th of April would be my last day. However, I'm starting to think I might do the 10th of April, because I've got a course that same week, and I might just be able to clean up. Like I'll finish off work, finish off that last certificate, and then I might either start work or I might head back to Brisbane for a course in electrotechnology. But I chose this one just as the poem "I Lost My Fear" as just a reminder of exactly what I'm about to embark on, and I think it's quite important. And I always say acknowledgement is essential to any sort of learning, but acknowledging that I'm about to do something pretty drastic in my life, and at the end of the day, I will have to be accountable for it. And I think the only thing that has stopped me from ever making some sort of change this drastic was fear. And it's quite reasonable. It's not unreasonable to assume that a lot of people face this challenge, and it's usually fear that keeps them constrained to certain situations, to certain relationships, to certain dynamics, whatever it is, whether it be personal or professional. But it is often the case that if you face that fear, it will disappear a lot of the time. And I know that for a fact, and I've been talking about it repetitively. I think I make at least 3 or 4 videos of when I am faced with a certain fear, and then I fucking do something about it, and then the fear just disappears. So let me read out this poem, and then I'll wrap it up. It'll be a short video, because I think I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I Lost My Fear by Rudy Francisco. This guy is an American spoken word poet and a writer. He has won several poetry slams and written 6 books of poetry. He's black, which is good, and I don't think he's gay or anything. But yeah, I don't know why being gay has anything to do with it, but I just wanted to say it. But this guy, looks like he's an incredible poet. I like this one that he's got. I Lost My Fear by Rudy Francisco. And then I realized that to be more alive, I had to be less afraid. So I did it. I lost my fear and gained my whole life. And then I realized that to be more alive, I had to be less afraid. To be more alive, I had to be less afraid. So I did it. I lost my fear and I gained my whole life. Fuck me, that's a good poem. To be more alive, I had to be less afraid. So true. Oh shit, that's pretty deep. And then I realized that to be more alive, I had to be less afraid. So I did it. I lost my fear. I lost the fear, and I gained my whole life. It's crazy, and like I just said maybe a minute or 2 ago, that our fear of certain situations, dynamics, relationships, we are just constrained to them because we're just too scared of either cutting that relationship off or facing that certain fear or learning that lesson that can only be learned the hard way. How much we are missing out on because we are too afraid. Fuck. Beautiful. That's a really, really good poem. I like that a lot. That's probably one of my favorite ones. I'm going to make a note of that. I lost my fear. And then I realized that to be more alive, I had to be less afraid. So I did it. I lost my fear and gained my whole life. Damn. All right. I'll leave it there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuces.